Hey everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays Donkey Kong 64. I think you're seeing right now why K. Rool's plans have never succeeded, because one of his minions is standing right in front of me and not seeing me. Sorry, buddy. In the last episode, we entered the second world, which is called Angry Aztec. Not exactly culturally sensitive. And we entered this temple where it has been indicated that Tiny Kong is being held, but we have not been able to find her yet. All we have managed to do, apart from getting eaten by sentient teeth, is unfreeze this pool of water. And since there are red bananas leading us to an underwater tunnel, that's probably an indication that we should go this way. See, if you're just trying to get over the edge, this is where pressing B to swim slowly really helps. Especially if you're not timed, you can work to be a little more precise with your movements. Let's see, where's... Yes, there is a, I believe it's called a Shuri, which is an evil starfish. With, I don't know if you can see it there, but really big eyes. I'll see if I can find a, what is it, GIF or GIF? Don't even get me started on that nonsense that I'll put on the screen. But there are more red bananas that indicate we should go this way. Oh, I can hear the elevator in my building is working again. Thank God for that, because it wasn't working earlier. But anyway, here is Tiny Kong. I live on the top floor, by the way. Hurry up! I want out of this dingy cell. Well, that's a good sign. Incidentally, notice the Kong known as Tiny is actually larger than Diddy. So, I don't know. So, there are these letters on the wall. Lots of claptraps. Actually, you know what? This will give me a perfect opportunity to show this. This is something you can do. With your musical instrument. If you're not standing on a pad, it will cost you 1 bit of instrument energy, as you saw there. But it will instantly defeat all nearby enemies. Obviously, this doesn't work for bosses, but if you're in a situation where you're surrounded by a lot of enemies or surrounded by really tough enemies, it's a great sort of, not the peanut pumpkins, it's a great sort of escape hatch. So there is a switch with Diddy's face here, and if we've learned anything so far, it's that we ram things with the top of our skull. Diddy is going to have some serious head trauma when this whole adventure is over. I feel bad for him. So it causes these platforms to appear under these letters. And obviously, what we need to spell is gonk. Or... Knock. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we need to spell Kong, in case it wasn't already completely obvious. And that means 4 more instances of head bashing. I feel like this is probably easier to coordinate the flashing if you wanted to, but I'm not good enough to know how to do that. And I don't think these platforms stay out forever, but I also don't think you have to, like, restart from K if the platforms recede. Nice work, Diddy! Right then, I'll grab all the purple bananas I see. I'm off to the tag barrel, ready to kick reptile butt. Again, if you could really just warp out of there like that, maybe we should have tried that sooner, but... We have our first golden banana of Angry Aztec. Let's see. This is a bit of a mean trick, incidentally. The purple balloons, obviously, are for Tiny Kong, and generally speaking, there's not much of a reason to come back into this room, especially with Tiny Kong. So you really have to notice them in their ghostly state while you're here as Diddy to think to come back. This is a trick we will actually... They do this a lot, like places you really have no reason to come back to as somebody else. Honestly, I think it's a little mean. So there is a third room. And this has some purple coins in it. And a switch with Lanky Kong's face. I don't think I'm spoiling anything by saying that. We already met them all in the DK rap. So there's nothing we can do there as Diddy, which means we are basically all set with this first temple as Diddy Kong. You may remember there were other switches with other pieces of ammunition on the side of this temple. So that is how other Kongs can get in. Now, there's this very suspicious looking wall here, preventing us from going anywhere. And this is the other reason I say that starting off as Diddy Kong in Angry Aztec is the easiest way to go. I feel like a lot of the strategy guides and online guides say the same thing. Well, actually, there's a barrel with Diddy Kong's face on it, but we can't just use this automatically. Take note for later, some yellow bananas. But you can see some vines nearby one of these trees. And there's another guitar pad on top of the llama's cage. And it opens the way forward. So yes, to open up the tunnel to the way to the second big area, this world is comprised of two big areas and some surrounding tunnels, you need Diddy Kong and his guitar. Oh, I couldn't tell in this lighting if that was red or purple hair. It is in fact purple. So that is Tiny Kong's Kasplat. Purple coins, barrel with Chunky Kong's face on it, more purple bananas, and a path off to the side here. Ooh. Yeah, this is not... I mean, I don't know how much depth perception would help you with these graphics, because I've never had any. You're going to want to activate this here. It'll save you some agony. Well, here, now that we're here at Cranky's lab, and at least Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have some extra coins, let's see if the old Cranky man has some wisdom for us. I perfected another of my potions, Diddy, and it's yours for just 5 coins. You won't get much farther without it. So I suggest you pay up. Yes, prices increase depending on the tier of ability you're getting. Each Kong's first move costs 3 coins, then 5, and I think 7? Maybe it's 9, but I think it's 7 for the last one. It'll be a long while before we see that anyway. So I say yes. The Rocket Barrel Boost, the Boostum Highest. I don't know whether you deserve this gem. Oh, all right. Jump into my barrel with your face on it to try out my prototype jet barrel. Take to the air if you can, but keep an eye on your crystal coconuts, as I'm afraid it's a bit thirsty. Press A to thrust, Z if you want to hover, and B to fire your pop guns. Amazing, huh? I'm not letting you have another potion yet. Come see me on the next level. Yes, so as I mentioned back in Jungle Japes, each Kong has an ability they learn for pads with their face on it. Each Kong learns an ability that does not need a pad or barrel, like Diddy's Chimpy Charge. You just can use it out of thin air. And each Kong learns an ability with, and this is the new bit of information, each Kong learns an ability that involves their face on a barrel. Well, we are here at Cranky's lab. Well, first there are some yellow balloons, so let's collect these. Is it just the one? No. And let's see if Cranky has anything for Donkey Kong. I perfected another of my potions. Yep, same thing. The Strong Kong, the Strongum Kongus. Somebody really mailed it in that day. Listen up, DK. Jump into my barrel with your furry face on it, and you'll become temporarily invincible, depending on how long your crystal coconuts last. Pretty simple. So yes, crystal coconuts, and we'll see them obviously soon, are basically fuel for the barrel moves. And they are handy to have. Since we've started with Diddy, I'm just going to keep working with Diddy Kong for now. We have not activated? No, we have not. So we have to take this precarious path back. There is one more reason that working with Diddy Kong first is a good idea, and we will see it in a moment or two. I really hate fighting these claptraps because they make sounds like dogs. You know, like the whine and the growling and the... Makes me sad. There are some more red coins in case you were short. There's another barrel in that cage, a banana barrel or a bonus barrel, or yeah, I'll just call it a bonus barrel because that's what it is. We can't get it yet. These are crystal coconuts. We've seen them before. They will come in very handy for a whole variety of reasons. This will take us back out in front of the first temple. This one will take us to in front of Cranky Kong. And this fourth one, I don't think we know yet. We don't. But as we go over here, there's a barrel with Diddy's face on it. And we are flying! How do you like that? We can fly over to the top of this temple, pick up some red banana. Oh no, I was trying not to land, because if you land, you put it away and you have to go back and find the barrel. But yeah, this is pretty freaking awesome. See any red bananas on top of trees I need to worry about? Nope, not here at least. So there's this giant, I don't know, pillar in the middle of this area. But now that we fly, there are some red bananas in the, I don't know, thing on top of this, and I got the bananas without actually flying through it, which is not what I wanted to do. But it indicates that we should probably fly through this hoop on top of this pillar. And we got an interesting sound effect, which probably means we should do it again. No! Oh, I hate that. And now I'm out in the middle of this pool of lava. I mean, I think this is lava. It's either that or really, really, really hot sand. So you want to fill up on your crystal coconuts. I've always been terrible at controlling the jetpack, and we're gonna see that happen a lot. Well, by flying through that ring, we have freed this vulture.
Ah, freedom. Thanks, Diddy. If you fancy a test of your flying skill, come and see me at the Jet Barrel.
Did it really say Jet Barrel Barrel? I think it did.
Oh, here you are, Diddy. I thought you got lost. I was right with you. Follow me around the level and fly through all the rings I leave behind if you want to win a prize.
This is this is one of these and you'll see fortunately the game is nice and gives us infinite crystal coconuts. This is a quasi race, and you see a lot of these in this game. Obviously, you don't have to beat the buzzard vulture. You just have to follow close enough behind him. I think if more than 3 rings appear behind him, you lose. And it can be tricky, especially because the rings, you know, I don't know, they're not solid. They sort of turn around to meet you, which can be handy, but also not. Fortunately, there is this crazy taxi arrow in the upper left corner in case you get turned around and don't remember where the next ring is. You do have to do them in order, I believe.
Nice flying, Diddy. Now let's see what I can find you as a prize.
I never would have guessed it's a golden banana. Let's see. Is there anything over here? I'm looking for the areas we can only fly to. Oh, yeah, there is. There is a Diddy switch. I think this is what I was looking for earlier, when I didn't tell you I was looking for something that I couldn't find. Well, it seemed we have awakened the pillar, and it is in fact a giant totem pole thing, and he wants us to feed him. Hope he likes peanuts. It better not be insignificant packets of peanuts. God, I missed that show. So, what do? Well, we have to get close enough to actually feed him. And of course he's rotating. So what we want to do is get in front of him and hold Z so that we just kind of hover in place. Oh, come on. That so should have counted. And launch peanuts at him. And he starts spinning a little bit faster each time. As our crystal coconuts slowly dwindle away. Maybe I'm a little too high? Yeah, how did that count? I don't know. Yeah, he does spin faster. You can hover in place as long as you have crystal coconuts. Okay, there we go. Feed him 5 times, and that creates switches in front of the 5 doors of this other temple. Another reason it's good to have Diddy Kong tackle everything first. See, let's just land over here by Funky's Armory, activate the Banana Porter number 4, then head over towards this temple. But I think we'll explore this temple in the next episode. See you soon.